Roo Raceway is back in action after the epic Trackstar Cup. We start with the clear skies and a beautiful sunset. Now the track is ready to go and the cars are hungry to race. We have 36 cars, 6 heats, 3 rounds, 18 spots up for grabs in round 2. So who will make it and who will go home? This round will see the elimination of Heat 1 to Heat 3. Now, let's take a look at our competitors. In Heat 1, we have 6 drivers and their cars fighting for 3 spots. That's right, we have Kurt Dog 93 from Unicorn Racing in the yellow Aston Martin, Kieran Taylor from WA3 Racing Team in the McLaren F1, Lion Z from Red House Racing in BMW 2002, Tim Maguire in the blue Audi RS5 Coupe, Paulo De Cut in the Lamborghini Sesto, and Archwind Makers from Team Green Arches Racing in the Alpine 110. So there they are at the starting line for lap 1. Who will have a good lead? Let's find out. The BMW flies off from the pack and crosses the finish line. Not even the McLaren F1 and Lambo are any close to catching it up. Believe it or not, time for an action replay. Lion Z's leading the race like a rocket ship during takeoff, defying the car's origin, blast off other supercars off the road. That is a surprising lead already, and it's only lap 1. It's time for lap 2. What will happen? Let's find out. Lion Z is leading again, but Paulo De Cut snatched the second place by a nose. Lion Z is having a happy-go-lucky run at this race, but take a look closely in the action replay and you will see Paulo is having a fight on the second post with Kieran, and he won by just a little bit. Okay, it's time for the third and last lap coming up. Will the BMW host the lead? Let's find out. Lion Z leads the way, but way too close for Paulo and Kieran. Just too close. Well, let's hope the action replay can help us to figure out the winners. Now, as expected, Lion Z's BMW is number 1 as Kieran holds number 2 with McLaren, and Paulo De Cut caught up in the end. Let's hope the finish line camera can provide some clarity on this. Can it? Nope. It's just too close. But look closer again on the sky cam. It appears that Paulo has just managed to hold on to second position by a little bit. And there they are, the Heat 1 qualifiers of the European Championship. Lion Z in that classic BMW 2002, Paulo De Cut in the McLaren F1, and Kieran Taylor in the red Lamborghini. It seems the ultimate driving machine doesn't disappoint. Anyway, time now for Heat 2 and another 6 cars competing against each other. First, we have the blue Porsche driven by Candy Masters from Red House Racing, the golden Porsche driven by Jay Wu-Tang from Team Midway, the yellow Porsche Carrera driven by the Coyote from 420 Racing, blue Lamborghini driven by Alvin, the red Audi RS5 Coupe driven by Draven from Benel Racing, and finally, most dazzlingly finally, the dark green Lotus Esprit S1 driven by Roy Taylor from WA3 Racing Team. Lotus is certainly a classic, and here they are at the starting line. Heat 2 lap 1. Let's get started. It's a clash for top 3 Porsches, but Roy tries to steal the show, but he didn't manage to do it. It was a sneaky move by Roy as he tried to steal the show for lap 1. The action replay confirms it, but Candy, Jay Wu-Tang, and Coyote are fighting amongst themselves. But ultimately, Candy won by the first round, followed by Jay Wu-Tang on second, and the Coyote get third. Time for lap 2. Will the blue Porsche maintain the lead? Let's take a look. Kenny takes the lead again. Others try to catch up and ending in a big crash. Kenny has decided to win lap 2 whatever it takes, and it's clearly seen on the action replay. Now Candy has took the first position with a good margin. The yellow Porsche takes number 2 and the gold Porsche took the 3rd post. Candy's crash sent him flying above the CountryLink Explorer passenger train and landed on the roof. It is a huge crash indeed, and the trackside crew are checking to make sure Candy is on before the race continues, and the police are standing by just in case as well. Turns out that he's alright, because as long as you crash after the finish line, you'll be fine. Final lap for Heat 2 is time to find out who will stay and who will get kicked out. The top 3 Porsche still leads, but Candy managed to hold on number 1. Candy Masters from Red House Racing crowned as the winner of Heat 2 with a nail-biting battle between the Coyote in the yellow Porsche and Candy Masters in the blue Porsche. Man, they're still dominating after 3 laps. That's a very good result indeed. The winners are at the celebration zone. Well done to Candy, the Coyote, and Jay Wu Tang. 3 of them will advance to round 2. It's time for Heat 3, another competitive group ready to take the challenge to the next level. We have Riley B on the team best driving Lamborghini Gallardo, Brian Smith from TBM Racing driving the Volvo 850 wagon, Adrian Kane from DV8 Auto driving the Estimani V8, Chris Gilbert driving the Porsche 911 GT2 Red, Hoitu from Molly Motorsport driving Porsche Cayman S, but last but not least, Coy Sneaver from Spike Racing Team driving the Porsche 917 LH. This is going to be an incredibly competitive race indeed. There are many Porsches so far in the race, few Lambos, but Porsches are dominating. As you can see, all of them are standing by the starting line. Round 1, Heat 3, let's go. The Estimani took a major lead, and while Porsche snatched number 2 and complete lap 1. Action replay time, and we can see clearly that Adrian Kane has a good lead. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The real fight between Brian Smith in that Volvo and Chris Gilbert in the red Porsche for that 3rd post. Chris won this lap, but let's see how lap 2 goes. And there they are, ready at the starting line. Adrian Coy takes the lead again, but Brian Smith comes back with a dramatic win. Now, no one could predict that one, but let's take a look at the action replay where Adrian leads. We all see that. Coy Sneeve takes 2nd, but Brian Smith's fighting spirit helped him to pull off very nicely and secure a 3rd position in lap 2, giving Chris Gilbert the winning snub. But having said all that, the final lap is the one that really counts. Let's see, can Brian Smith hold on to the 3rd post. Adrian takes control comfortably, but Chris Gilbert go for 2nd, but missed by a little bit. Coy Sneeve held on by a threat. Chris Gilbert is so determined to win to the point where the actual replay may not do justice enough. It's just too close. You have to wonder where that came from. As Adrian Kane winning comfortably, Chris Gilbert has engaged in his battle mode, not only fighting for 3rd, but the 2nd post against Coy Sneeve. After watching a slow-mo replay, we can confirm and report that Coy Sneeve has won by a bumper against Chris Gilbert, leaving Brian Smith out in the cold for elimination. Congratulations to Adrian, to Coy, and also to Chris. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. A very well deserved yet entertaining win indeed. Here are the 9 cars that advanced to round 2. Each and every single one of them have been ruthless and serves as a reminder for all of us that when it comes to die-cast racing, well, being nice is not an option. Well, I hope that doesn't give you an excuse to be nasty to other people, but be kind. But when it comes to race, it is competitive. Next time, in round 1, the elimination continues with Heat 4 and Heat 6. There you are, see the cars. Who will stay and who will go? Find out next time on Roo Raceway. Until then, stay home, drive safe, and be the winner.